5-2-3, and I feel like Zed is the pick for G4.
All right. Actually using a lot of this time to think about what he wants to ban. It's going to be Nunu once again. I wonder if this was started by Carbon, because if I had seen that and I was in this tournament, I wouldn't want to play against Nunu ever.
I want to see a Twitch ban right now. Just to remove all the cheese.
Well, Yorick will be the next ban coming in from the G4. I don't feel like the Twitch will ever work again. Because the power spike is literally at level 1, and once you lose that, you're done.
Well, apparently not.
Yeah, but you have to wait for the misplay from your opponent. You can't rely on that happening. But Pantheon will be the next ban coming in from Thaldrin. What are we wanting these players to play? Zed coming in from Yamato. Spawn, any preferences?
Yeah, I want to see something like a Rengar or a Lee Sin out of G4. I just feel like this guy has the mechanics to hold it down and be able to take it to a range carry. And melees generally have better base stats because of the disadvantage they're placed in.
It's like at this point I just want to see something else than 80 carries. All the matchups with, for example, Gangplank or the Nami, they've been so fun to watch.
I want to also see Snowball Garen. That is one that I honestly think would be okay. Snowball exhaust, get in there, spin on someone.
And you have very clear power spikes. It's just like you jump on them immediately as you have the spin, or level 6.
Yep.
And if that didn't work, FF. Or Riven. I would love a Riven. We haven't seen a Riven yet, have we?
Yeah, and that would be really smart out of Thaldrin because he's a top lane player. Riven, very good in 1v1. If he goes range, he can max the E and just try and farm up to level 6. If he goes melee, he goes Q, just wins it like Riven wins every other melee
And it's locked in.
For sure, I like it. Like the common saying about Riven is that Riven is good if you're good at it. Thaldrin as a top lane, as you say, super good. But on the other side, we have Kalista. She's gonna keep jumping backwards as the Riven tries to approach the Kalista.
Yeah, I feel almost in this matchup you may even want Flash as Riven. Do you really need the exhaust? Because it's not going to help you slow your target down because he's going to continue hopping away.
Well, the thing is that exhaust does some good things in reducing stuff like Ren damage, so he might be able to bait a fight out. And a really good Riven can get on top of almost any champion anyway. The animation cancelling of the E with the Q is really deceptive.
To be fair though, speaking of the exhaust, it reduces 80 carries or anyone's attack speed, and the attack speed affects Kalista's speed of jumps, so that is very important for the exhaust.
Didn't even think of that angle. So yeah, actually going to be sticking with those summoners. Thaldrin, how good are you at Riven? We're about to find out.
Well, he's hovered it a couple of times in the actual tournament itself, if I remember correctly, so he must be.
There are no teammates to stop him in this one.
Well, we'll see if he is indeed that toxic Riven from solo queue that we all know and love. But meanwhile, G4 is sitting on Kalista.
That's PastryTime, by the way. Did you know that? PastryTime is a Riven man.
Oh yeah, he told me. We bonded over that because we are both filthy Riven mains.
It's your one as well? Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Does that just change your opinion of me about it?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, Thaldrin pushing up. They're going to see each other. Ward comes down. And doesn't get the ward. Okay, so no advantage. G4's going to laugh it off. Thaldrin actually does break visions just so he can laugh with G4. I like the play. Gone for the triple pots as well. So could see an early all-in from Thaldrin if he gets in range for the Qs.
I love the Poro Fiesta that happens whenever someone loses. I would love to have Poro, like a Poro as a pet. I would take him to the vet. I would hug him if he was upset. Poem by Jacob Mepti. Copyright.
I wasn't expecting that, I've got to be honest.
Neither was I.
Alright, Thaldrin. Skilled the E first. Okay, so he's literally just trying to survive the first level. And he's going to go for the minions. He's gone for Fervor of Battle, by the way, so he's going to try and keep this stacked up, so maybe look for the level 2 all-in. EQ, animation cancel, get on top of G4.
Yeah, so Fervor's actually really good on Riven. This is what I take in the top lane as well, because as you slice through a minion wave, you get a lot out of it. Then you can just start your all-in relatively early, and you want to be weaving those auto attacks anyway, so should do Thaldrin a heck of a lot of good. Another thing about Riven that people underestimate is that ult gives you attack range. So it won't be as hard to get on top of Kalista as you may think.
Yeah, it takes you to 200, which is a lot of attack range.
I think we're going to see a similar scenario with the melee champion gets pushed in, gets that moment at level 6, he's going to be behind in CS, and then the question is he going to take the window of opportunity or not?
Well, if I know anything about Riven, it's that I'm going to bully her for the first 2 levels, she's going to get to level 6, she's going to kill me once, and I'm never going to be able to go into that lane again.
That's true, and in this game, the game just ends. So, Thaldrin definitely has the upper hand in this matchup. but level 3. Oh, that Pierce. That minion. Actually surprised that connected. Hashtag hitboxes. G4. We're pushing in this wave. I really don't think... Oh, G4 actually gets the health relic.
And Thaldrin was full health. I don't even understand why he tried to fight for that one.
No. But just pushing these minions. Once at level 3, probably waits for this minion wave to resolve.
He's been playing way too much Ultimate Bravery with the mana. He saw his bar, has no mana.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, once this minion wave dies, it should be level 4. Probably the next time we'll see Thaldrin go in is level 5, level 6, thinking.
Yeah, I would just assume that you try and stop G4 from backing until level 6. So, you know, treat him mean, keep him keen, see if you can make him stick around in that lane. He's actually missed a creep of experience somewhere, by the way.
Thaldrin's setting up, though. He just used 2 charges of Broken Wings, actually uses the last one defensively. Of course, the best way, if you're going for an all-in, is to set up the first 2 Qs, space them out, so your cooldown actually starts the first time you use Qs. So he's going to jump in here using the key strike. And we'll back off, keeper, sorry. And Thaldrin, the damage from the Pierce and the Rend. Big from G4.
It's like thinking of Kalista. I've complained about Kalista for some reasons. I think she's fine in the 1v1, but then again she has 2 abilities that do nothing. With that in mind, I really feel like we talked about the Fizz and the all-in before. I think in this one it's much more likely.
So Thaldrin really needs to back now because he is on absolutely no health. But he can't afford to miss any more experience.
Yeah, it's so vital. We didn't even mention that Grass of the Undying is actually being picked up by G4, I believe, so it's making these auto attack trades very, very difficult. Thaldrin will go back to base. G4... Oh, okay. So we'll interrupt the recall. Actually, I don't think that was worth, really. Like, Thaldrin had to recall further back if he wanted the recall to come up.
I don't think he wanted the recall.
Yeah, but what he wanted was G4 to take the tower shot.
Yeah,
but
like that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, G4.
Because honestly, if he can stick around now, G4's still in kill range if the ultimate goes off. And he took another turret shot.
Yeah, actually, if Thaldrin had gone in, I think that may have been the kill with the Ignite.
I love this top lane trick that he's using even in the 1v1. This is very common to see in top lane as well, where the enemy has to make a decision if he pushes or not. If you base...
Oh, they're going.
Here comes the all-in. The exhaust and the ignite. G4 dropping low, but it's actually going to be G4 coming out on top with the Rend. That was over very quickly.
Yeah, it certainly was, and they hit level 6 after that kill, so you have to think that Thaldrin was relatively close. Gets a little bit impatient, doesn't wait for it, and made pay.
Yeah, paid a lot. Actually paid with the loss. And honestly, he was so close to level 6. Could have just waited it out, but he saw that small opportunity from G4. But yeah, obviously just the wrong decision.
And I also love this tactic. You know, you were talking about the fake back, the take 2 turret shots tactic.
Yeah.
Then they forced a fire.
It's all about the mind games. That's why the Twitch worked out. That's why some funky shit has been working out in this tournament overall. Yeah, mind games.
Yeah, I couldn't agree